Hi guys, how you guys doing? So I'm all ready for the limousine driver to come pick me up. I just showered. I have two guitars with accessories to bring, both in hard shell cases. It's the white Jim Jr. and also the pink Jim Jr. The white one's tuned to D, and the pink one's tuned to E flat. So most tunings will be one guitar will work or the other, or I can change the tuning, of course, to standard tuning if that's what happens. Then I've got a couple bags that have like my computer and chargers and stuff like that, and also like toothpaste and things like that that I might need, and then I got a bag that has my shorts in it, and then I got a bag here with just like shampoo, things like that. So and then I got a bunch of long sleeve shirts to take. I didn't bring any short sleeve shirts. They're not as cool looking anyway. They're not as nice, fancy looking. So I brought just the long sleeve ones. I put a trash bag over them so it protects them from dust and dirt and everything. And I put a hole in it, and then the hangers stick out there so they can be hung up, but yet they're not just flying around. They have they're together and they have stuff to keep them from getting dirty or whatever. I have my coffee out here and more to make, but not the water yet. If I want to make another one, I can go back inside and get a cold water. If I bring a water out right now, it won't be cold by the time I use it probably, like fresh cold water in my coffee. And then just for hanging out, I just bought this. It's Essential Elements for Jazz Ensemble for trumpet. I bought it at Bertrand's Music on Old Town Front Street. And so while I'm sitting here, I like to read. I like to keep my mind busy sometimes. So I have that to read and look over. I got a few other things that I always have out here too, as far as books goes, but I like the jazz thing right now. And so I'm looking forward to it. The limousine driver called me last night. I missed one call, probably was him. But then when I saw that I missed the call, I was right by the phone, and he called again like a few minutes later, and he confirmed that I'm going, and I'm Jimmie, and I live in Marietta, and they're picking me up today, which was tomorrow. Yesterday sounds like a song line. And then the call got disconnected, but I figured that he probably knows. He probably got all he needed out of the call, and if he wanted more information or whatever to tell me something, he could have called back. So, and I didn't mean to hang up. If I did, I only had my face like on the speaker icon. I didn't have it over the power button. I don't hold it like that. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn my phone off, but it just disconnected the call. The call got disconnected. So, hope that's okay. I think it is. Yeah. So Warren said, "Hi, Warren DeMartini." I could film things as long as it's clear that it's being produced by Shirtless Guy Productions, not Rat. So I'm making that clear now. That when I go live with anything that we rehearsal, I'm allowed to film parties, rehearsals, and performances. But it has to be known that that I'm doing that. Red isn't doing that. So that's what I'm saying now. It's Jimmie, Shirtless Guy Productions, not Red. It was somebody important. It was just a troll. But I needed to take it. Just I didn't know that. Controls, so I'm going to shut the volume down on my phone if I can, so I can actually do this video. How do you do it? And then you go down, down. I have about 5 calls from trolls, so I shut the volume down so I won't hear them, so I can still do the video. So if you want to call me, please wait till the video's over, because I'm not taking any more calls during this video, because I just got 5 or 6 troll calls. So anyway, yeah. So I'm happy and I'm excited. I'm dressed casually. I don't have necklaces on. I don't have rings on. I have I have long pants, not shorts, long sleeve shirt. I'm just discreetly, mainly me, just with, here. So I want to discuss the musical process, and that's the fun part too, to me. I really got into Rat last night. I brought the CD that I have with me today too. It's 191, so it's from 1981 to 1991, is what I think the numbers mean. And I looked at it, and Warren had me to do another take of Round and Round in shorts and bare feet and no shirt and a necklace, and I think he might have said sunglasses or not, but I didn't wear them. And he wanted me to do a kick and turn around a little bit, spin around. I did a kick, but I didn't really spin around too much, but I have limited room in the heavy room anyway. But I didn't just want to do Round and Round. I've already done that. And wanted to add something to it and do more than just one tune. So I looked at the tunes, and I really like Back for More. Round and Round and Back for More. If you had a time capsule and you wanted something to remember Rat in 150 years, those two would be the best two to me. So I did them back to back. I learned them both. And I already had learned the first one, but I learned Back for More. And then I did both of them back to back. Hope you guys liked it. I made some. I know it's not perfect. I made a couple little boo-boos. But I kept playing. I just didn't want to start over and go for the perfect take, Example, in Round and Round, the first solo starts in A Dorian mode. And then it goes to A Aeolian mode and ends in kind of a Aeolian / A harmonic minor thing. But I was in the heat of the moment, and I forgot that the first section of the solo is A Dorian, and I just played A Aeolian for the whole solo, and so that wasn't completely correct. So I apologize, Warren. In fact, it's just an A chord on the CD, and he just plays it A Dorian, and then he goes in the progression. It's A Aeolian / A harmonic minor, and under the heat of the moment, I forgot that it starts in Dorian and then goes to Aeolian. I played the whole thing in Aeolian, so minor mistake. But I'm not just saying this either. I think that I'm really a ratter. Rat has some classical elements, like you'll hear harmonic minor, like I just mentioned it, in fact, or your minor stuff, but then you'll have Dorian, like rock out. And they sometimes mix it in the same song, and to me, that's beautiful, mixing classical and heavy metal influence with blues, rock and roll influence. That's the juggling act, I feel like I do. And a lot of guitar players might feel the same way. Do I play classically like Yngwie and classical? Or do I play bluesy like Eddie Van Halen and Warren DeMartini? And, he plays both. But you know what I mean? Like where do I fit? Well, do both. I like both styles. I like both sounds. And so it's good to not only do both sounds in your band, but to have both sounds in a single song. That's right in the middle to me. The solo in Round and Round had A Dorian, which is bluesy rock and roll, but then it had Aeolian / A harmonic minor, which is classical / heavy metal, all in the same solo. And to me, that's cool. I can't make up my mind, in other words, between Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen. I just can't, because they're both different. Do I like a banana or do I like a tomato? I don't know. One's good in spaghetti. One is awful in spaghetti. One is good in a fruit smoothie. One's awful in a fruit smoothie. I like them both, And so, I appreciate that's where Rat comes from. They're not. You can't pin them down easily. You can't say they're just a bluesy stuff, because they'll have classical right in your face, and you can't say they're shreddy heavy metal, because then they'll bluesy out rock and roll swing. Dun 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 dun. See, that was from rock and roll to heavy metal. They do both in the same song. In fact, the same solo will encapsulate both sides of the song, and the solo will be kind of a mixed bag of blues and classical, or if you look at another way, rock and roll and heavy metal in the same context and the same solo. And that's thank you, Rat, and a few other bands did that in the 80s too. I liked Dokken for that. I liked who else is a good exemplar of that? I liked maybe the Scorpions might have been like that too. They might have had a lot of bluesy because of the Schenker brothers were more bluesy, but then they had classical because they're heavy metal. You know, it's just I love the mixture there. And so anyway, I'm just letting you guys know. And to the limo driver, I'm ready. I have everything here. I'm out front, and everything's cool. I'm not, just whenever you show up, you know, and I'm ready, you know. I'm foregoing taking my walk today because it's the wrong day for that. I'm staying home, waiting for the limo driver, and that's okay. And I'm all good. So I'm excited about the whole thing. You know, I really am. And on the other side of that, another side of that, I've also done my homework and I feel prepared too. You know, I really do. Jimi Hendrix said, I'll gig. Yeah, well, I will. I'll gig. I'll go play and show the music I like and the music I have and what I can play. But it's not like I'm just going into it. What's a guitar? I don't know what that is. No, I've done my homework. I've practiced and I'm ready to just go off and go up and have a good time partying and doing a good show and having a tight rehearsal. You know, a lot of things. Rehearsal probably gets overlooked, I would think, because you want to know how the band is going to function together before they do it in front of 20,000 people. You don't want to say, well, hey, we're a bunch of guys, let's play. Oh, there's the audience, let's go for it. That could happen. That's okay, I guess, but it's better to figure out the bugs before you go up there instead of having them live forever. So I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll. Yeah. Wait. Live. Turn this off. Dang.